Johan van Summeren, the big man who on the Lotto team, using those legs to great effect here as he drives this group towards the finish. We're approaching 5 kilometers to go now. Hulsman's his mouth a bit wider open in that blue jersey. Matty White is in behind the two boys in red. And just down the back there, we've got Stuart O'Grady. And O'Grady is riding superbly this year. Sooner or later, he's going to pop in with a big one.
Well, I reckon O'Grady was the best placed rider of all the sprinters yesterday, but what you've got to say about these Lotto riders, in Flemish they'd say sterke manneke, strong boys, and they have been strong boys for the last 60 kilometers of racing. I don't know where Johan van Summeren is finding it all for. There's O'Grady just popping into the picture now, trying to make sure he doesn't go to the front too early. Forster over to the right-hand side, the Gerolsteiner rider from Germany, hoping that he too can take the win home.
And it's the big Swedish rider, the only Swede who's ever won a stage of the Tour de France, Magnus Backstedt, who's looking like David over Goliath when he comes up alongside O'Grady there. As all of the riders are moving up. Fassa Bortolo, who got the stage win yesterday, their tails will be up now. Boonen is just sitting outside of all of this movement, just keeping an eye on things without making a move. The big sprinters have just got to let the domestics get on with it, but they must be ever vigilant. They don't lose position. We're in the 4 kilometers from the line now.
Just check out Matty White swinging off there. Job done. Go on, Stewie. He's probably shouting, it's all up to you now. I've kept the pace high. I've stopped you getting swamped. But now Fassa Bortolo are trying to sort it all out. They've got the big line. This is great to see Fassa Bortolo making the lead out. Normally they would have done it for a man by the name of Alessandro Patacchi. He's not riding the Tour de France this year. He's thinking about the Tour of Spain later in the season. The green jersey of Tom Boonen, very comfortable there, looking nice. But there's an organisation behind him because Jan Kirsipuu is on Boonen's wheel, and behind Kirsipuu is Thor Hushovd, the Norwegian.
There could be new names on the sprinters block today because they're all fancying their chances. There's no curly bends and rain falling. There's no chance of a fall, I don't think, unless they cause it themselves. And I think that Cancellara is the man who's attempting to be the final winner for Fassa Bortolo. He's right at the tail of the lead-out men at 3 kilometers to go. There's the green jersey, centre about 15 riders back. And now there's a change of order at the front. This is the big difference now when there's no certain winner. All of the teams believe they can deliver their man to the line. For our point of view, this makes a one terrific finish.
It is so dangerous when it's like this, though, because not one team could control the main field. Not one team can string them out like a Mario Cipollini's team or Alessandro Patacchi's team. But that is exactly what Frances de Jeux have now decided to do. You can be sure that in 3rd position there is Bradley McGee, trying to set up, I would think today, Bernard Eisel, who's been so good over the last couple of sprints. It is in 3rd place, Bradley McGee. Yep. On his wheel is Bernard Eisel, but there's a whole host of other sprinters still queuing up. And it looks to me right now as if you look there in about 15th place, the green jersey is a long way back.
But he has been in the past and he's delivered at the line. Carlos de Cruz is the Frances de Jeux man. Again, the workhorse at the moment. Under 2 kilometers to go. This is a great road for a pure sprinter. There are no bends. It is simply who is the fastest man in the Tour de France and who is going to deliver now as Liquigas take it over to the left now. Don't forget, on Liquigas, Pagliarini is a big sprinter. There's a rush down the outside. There's a change in the middle. Carlos de Cruz is no longer the leader under that bridge. Where have they gone?
There they go, out of the bridge, out into the open, and they're still now looking to see where is going to be the kilometre sign. But there's a bit of confusion at the front. Look at those arms, and somebody's leaning right over there trying to make a move in that middle, trying to keep his space clear. And I think that, in fact, was Pagliarini looking for the line. 2 lines now. Liquigas over on the left-hand side. You could see Frances de Jeux were losing the line, so they're smoothing across into the middle of the road. Still, Bradley McGee is waiting for the last moment. He's the kind of rider who's got a great leader. But look at Boonen right up there, moving up through the middle onto the tail there of Jan Kirsipuu in the black, blue and white jersey. The champion of Estonia's got Thor Hushovd right on his wheel.
Boonen rides at this minute in 12th position in this pack from the helicopter. The Liquigas boys still feel the confidence in Pagliarini because they've got to control the front of the bunch. Toe 2 for Thor Hushovd here. Off to the left is Bradley McGee now, and locked on his wheel is Baden Cook. That's the big Australian double. That's McGee in the white. McCook is behind him. That's second and third to those boys. This is going to be one terrific rush for the line. Robert Foster's trying to get in for Gerolsteiner now. Thor Hushovd is moving up as they start to fan across the road. They're looking for 1 kilometre to go.
They're still looking. In fact, they've come inside. There's 500 metres to go. We've gone bowling past the 1 kilometre sign. McGee has got Cookie on his wheel, but there's a big launch coming from Kersipuu in the middle and Thor Hushovd.
Kersipuu is the rider in blue as McGee tries to deliver Baden Cook to the line here. It's going to have to be a big sprint. Still a lot to do for Tom Bowden as Cook goes on the left. And McEwen time, there's a crash in the middle. That was a very nasty fall. Now it's McEwen coming through on the left. McEwen being challenged by Bowden. Bowden gets the line. It's not Tom Bowden.
McEwen.
It could be McEwen.
He came through on the inside.
We'll wait for the photo.
Well, I tell you what, that was...
Who caused the crash? We'll have to take a look at that again.
I have a feeling the man who went down was Angelo Furlan. He went down very hard. But Robbie McEwen once again came up through the middle, almost out of nowhere. It was actually the Il Balearis rider who went down hard. Gerard Port, the doctor, up there, right alongside him. The man who went down was Isaac Galvez.
Well, I feel sorry for him because that was a nasty...
And it was Furlan. Furlan is there as well. But let's just have a look at how this crash happened here. This is the moment when the crash happened. You can see going down there, Isaac Galvez goes down very hard. But just try and explain to me how Stuart O'Grady there missed that crash. It was right in front of him. That is the class and skill of a track rider because he whipped himself around there. No way at all was he going down.
That wasn't Bowden with him either. That was Pagliarini, I think, who hit the line alongside him. That was a leaky gas rider. It looked like a green jersey, but there he is. It's Maggie Backstead. Well, that was close. What a close result for him. Sorry, Magnus, I didn't recognise you because especially he comes from Great Britain these days.
There's McEwen on the front there, leading it right down the barriers, and the challenge and the throw for the line gives it to Robbie McEwen.
It seems like you're getting stronger and stronger with every stage. You've got the edge over Bowden. Would you agree with that?
Well, it depends on the day. I mean, Tom also crashed today and has hurt himself a bit, and he was good enough to do the intermediate sprints to beat Hushovd. But you know that can make a difference. At this level with guys like myself and Bowden, it's then the details that make a difference. And I got a gap at the good time. I felt good. It went my way. Got to say just quickly, today it's the 8th of July. Camo, Zach, happy birthday.
Mum and Dad, how proud are you?
We're very, very proud. We're very, very relieved now after the first couple of days. Starting to look a bit nasty.
There's no difference. Robbie is a different sprinter. You can't compare us. But every sprint is different. Robbie lost the first two. I lost the last two. But it's not because he wins now that he's better than me, or because I won the first two stages that I'm better than him. Every sprint is different.
Tom, you have the responsibilities of wearing the green jersey. Does that affect you as far as stage wins is concerned?
Yeah. You have to think about other things. Robbie can concentrate fully on the last sprint. If you can ask him, he had it last year. Last year I didn't do the points for the green jersey. I won 2 stages. Only concentrating on the final sprint. But now I already won 2 stages and I have the green jersey on, so I think it will be stupid to let it go.
So it's Robbie McEwen 2 and Tom Bowden 2 victories, but Robbie insists this is not a football match. It's a Tour de France, and the Queenslander will try and win as many stages as possible before this Tour de France finishes in Paris on July the 24th. He'll love to look at his name on top of the stage classification. Magnus Backstead, well, he almost pulled off a successful sprint with FDJ sprinters Bernard Eisel finishing ahead of his teammate Baden Cook. Tom Bowden, incidentally, was 7th today. But the Belgian leads the chase for the green jersey. The margin to Thor Hushovd is 11 points. McEwen moves to 3rd on 96 points, with Stuart O'Grady 4th on 91. And another day out of the way for Lance Armstrong. No change to the general classification. George Hincapie is 55 seconds behind his team leader. Alexander Vinokourov, Jens Voigt, Bobby Julich and Jose Luis Riviera no more than just over a minute behind Armstrong. Well, check your local guide for live coverage of Stage 8 tonight on SBS. We'll start our coverage a little earlier than normal, so some good viewing on your Saturday night. Our highlights program continues tomorrow at 6 p.m. Hope you can join us. Another great day for Australian cycling. This is Mike Tomalaris on behalf of the team. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.